So you've hit retirement and there's one thing missing: a home with your name on the title. Maybe you've never owned. Maybe you've sold up. Or maybe life threw a few curveballs your way. And now you're thinking, am I going to be okay? By the end of this video, you'll feel clearer and more confident about what life can look like in retirement without a home of your own. We'll explore the upsides, the challenges, and some clever ways to create comfort, security, and probably most importantly, peace of mind, no matter what's on your title deed. You know, I've spoken to a few people in exactly this position. And you know what? Most of them, well, they're living good, happy lives. But there are a few things you need to know. The good, the bad, and even the surprisingly lovely side of renting in retirement. So let's have a chat about it. And as usual, I've broken it down into 4 main sections. Part 1, the downsize, because, you know, we've got to be real. All right, let's get the elephant out of the room first. There are some challenges to retiring without your own home. And the first thing is rent can gobble up your pension, especially in these times. It's just, everything's just gone out of kilter. Now, if you're paying full market rent, you'll notice that the pension money doesn't stretch as far as it used to. Yeah, you might get rent assistance, but if your rent keeps going up, which it often does, it can feel like you're just treading water. And no, sadly, landlords just don't take banana bread as rent. I've checked. 2, the moving game. One of the big worries is security. If the owner decides to sell or your lease isn't renewed, you could be packing up again. And I don't know about you, but the older I get, the less I want to wrestle with cardboard boxes. 3, can't change things. Sometimes you want to make a place feel like home. Put up a shelf, paint the walls, add safety rails in the bathroom. But with rentals, you often need permission. And sometimes the answer is a flat no. So part 2, the upsides. Yes, there are some. It's not all doom and gloom. There's actually a fair bit of freedom that comes from not owning a home. 1, no maintenance headaches. Roof leaks, broken hot water system, not your bill. You can just call the landlord or the agent, put the kettle on, and let them sort it out. Now, that's the level of stress that you don't have to carry. 2, flexibility to move. You want to try living closer to your grandkids, or swap the city noise for the country breeze. Renting lets you pack up and go without selling a house first. 3, more cash flow for fun. Now, without rates, corporate body fees, and major repairs, you might find there's more room in your budget for things that you do enjoy, like travel, hobbies, or simply just spoiling the grandkids. Now, part 3, 5 ways to retire without owning property and still love life. Now, here's where we get practical. If you're in this boat, here are 5 solid options to consider. 1, long-term rentals in over 55s communities. Now, these are designed for older Australians and often come with social activities, security, and like-minded neighbours. Think of it as renting, but with built-in community spirit. 2, co-living or house sharing. Sharing with another retiree or even a younger person can slash living costs and keep loneliness at bay. And who knows, you might even find someone who loves gardening while you cook. Perfect. 3, moving to a regional area. You know, city rents can be brutal. Regional towns can offer cheaper living, a slower pace, and quite often friendlier neighbours. Plus, you might get that veggie patch you've been dreaming about. 4. Downsize to a caravan or a tiny house. I know people who have swapped bricks and mortar for a little house on wheels, and they're loving it. Less stuff, less cleaning, and the ability to change the view whenever they feel like it. 5. Make the most of rent assistance and benefits. It's amazing how many people don't claim what they're entitled to. Even an extra $50 a week can make a big difference. So check with Centrelink and your state housing authority. It's worth the phone call. Part 4. Final thoughts. Not owning a home in retirement, it doesn't mean to say you've failed, and it doesn't mean you can't have a happy, secure life. It's just a different setup, one with its own challenges, yes, but also its own freedoms. Now, once again, this is just a brief overview of a pretty complex situation. And not everybody owns their own house. Some people it's by choice, some people, well, just the cards they've been dealt. And if you're retired and renting or thinking about selling up, I'd love to hear your story. Drop it in the comments, because you never know who you might inspire or help. And don't forget to subscribe to Living Life in the Lockyer, Life After 60, for more real life chats about retirement, not only here in Australia, but wherever you live and what part of the world you're in. So if you're retired and renting or thinking about selling up, I'd love to hear your story. Drop it in the comments below. I'm Robbie, and this is Living Life in the Lockyer, Life After 60. Have a great week, and I'll catch you in the next one.